Welcome to the Camp Gamers Dungeons & Dragons podcast, featuring your favorite Dungeon Master Comman. This podcast may contain some strong language, geek jokes, and other random shenanigans. Listener subscription is advised.
So, what kind of prices are we talking about here? I mean, do we have any, are there various different levels of slaves?
Well, it depends on the level of magic you want, of course. I mean, those with a little magic, or those with a lot of magic. I mean, it changes the price.
I think I'd like a lot of magic. Yeah.
Well, then, yes, of course.
Or something like that.
Of course. He kind of leads you, kind of motions you down towards the end, and there are three people, one of which is Creed, down at the end. And he said, "These are three most magical, right here now." Down at the end.
Do I notice like that it's Creed in through the vat? Or...
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
All right.
So these three, and he kind of points to the first one. The first one appears to be some type of dwarf, but you can see that his face, almost has a face of a human, but his stature is very short. And the second one appears to be some type of tiefling. And it says, of course, the first one, he's probably the least powerful of the three most powerful we have here, but still very powerful. This one right here, he was homegrown. And so, I mean, he's very loyal. Second one here, and he points to the tiefling. This one we found washed up on the shore, barely alive, brought her back to full health, and she is now a very, very powerful tiefling. Let me tell you what. And then this last one, he's a little bit older, but our appraisers said that he has some type of magical power which has not been fully released yet, which means he may even grow more powerful.
Nice.
That definitely intrigues me. So you say it has potential?
Absolutely.
Can you not see me?
Yeah. You can see it.
Oh. Carry on.
How much are we talking here for these?
All three?
No, just one. I mean,
We want the ugly one.
we're talking about
See
the
this
top
one
end
here?
here, so. But like you said, potential might be there, but if it's not there right now, then it's not there. You know, I'm not willing.
Oh, don't get me wrong.
Not happen.
He's already very powerful. But, let me tell you what. He could even become more powerful. Like, out of the three of these, he's already the most powerful. But, he has potential to get even more powerful.
You say potential. How do we unlock this potential? I mean,
Well,
there's
what...
nothing away to get here.
We're not exactly sure what happened to him. He appears to have some weird magical properties that are not of his kind. I don't know if he was imbued or we don't exactly know. It's hard to tell. But and he happens to also be our latest addition to our group. So
Latest isn't necessarily a good thing. I mean, surely he's not been on the drug as long. I mean, what's to say he won't run rampant with that powerful magic of his? I mean, I'm looking for a discount. If you're gonna sell me something that's potentially unstable with no returns, I mean...
Oh, no, unstable? No, certainly not. I would never sell you something unstable.
There's no guarantee of that, though. I'm looking at a vat here. I'm not looking at the thing. I can't talk to him yet. I mean, you know...
Would you like to take him out?
Take him out for a spin, huh?
For a walk.
Well, he can show you his magical powers, that sort of thing. We could do a preview show for, say, 100 gold?
If you're
steep, isn't it?
serious about this purchase, you'll give me a preview for free.
Now, you have to understand, I take a risk anytime I open the vat, close the vat. That means he might, I mean, I have to put him back in the vat.
There you are about risks again.
Of course.
This guy seems more and more unstable by the second.
Now, let's not be silly
What's it gonna
here.
cost you price-wise? I mean, I'm not willing to pay top
Bro,
dollar
I'm
for
gonna
something.
interrupt. I'm gonna interrupt and intimidate him because this is going nowhere.
Intimidate the vat into releasing it, please.
No, just for the free preview. I mean, the guy's bullshitting us.
Well, I suppose I could make an exception and give you a preview. But I will increase the price at the end of the preview.
No, you won't.
What a solid negotiator. No, you won't.
All right then. He looks over at one of his friends, Tinker. And the dwarf kind of saunters over and he says, "Get this one open, and use the collar." So the tinker kind of attaches like a hose to the bottom of the vat and presses like a release button, and you can see the vat slowly starting to drain of its all of its liquids, and then he kind of he flicks a switch, and then the vat kind of hisses and opens up a little bit, and the tinker adds just a little collar around Creed's neck, and then they say it'll be a minute or two before he wakes up. So if you'd like to just peruse around, maybe get something to drink, we'd be happy to show you in a minute or two.
Sure.
All right.
Take coffee, thank you.
Of course. So Creed,
Also.
Creed, you slowly start to feel your body starting to wake up. You can feel the paralysis starting to wear off a little bit, and you kind of blink your eyes a little bit, just kind of as you wake up. You feel very well rested. Like you feel like you've had just like one of the best night's sleep you've ever had, and everything. And as you wake up, you kind of see that you're in a room, and as you kind of blink your eyes a few times, you see Ventus and Bandit and Lucius just kind of perusing, drinking a little bit, and of course you immediately notice as there's an additional weight around your neck. You feel like you have some type of something clasped around your neck. At this point, you're not sure what has happened, because the last thing you remember is that you were laying down in the vault or in the vat, so you're not 100% sure what's going on.
Why am I wearing a collar?
Strictly for show.
For sure.
Yes, put on a good show. We sell you to these lovely gentlemen, and then you get your freedom and a percentage of the gold.
How much gold we talking about?
Well, that depends on how much we can take them for. You better put on a good show.
Well, give me a fucking minimum.
Average price I sell for a guy like you, somewhere around 2,000.
And I will get?
We give you about 15%.
40.
Come on now. We did all the legwork.
40, or I blow you up as a show.
That's a good try, mage. This place is very well contained in magic. You try to use magic here, and it's not what we want, and the magic is cut off just like that.
Or is this like the necklace of the wizard?
You can Arcana check the necklace, but it doesn't have any magical properties at all. It's
No,
just
I
for.
mean, like, how he cuts off the magic. Is it like the wizard's necklace?
No, it's not. It's you would guess based on the Arcana of the room that there are probably some wizards upstairs who are just constantly modifying and changing the weaves and the flows of magic, just to make sure that only magic that's allowed by the salespeople happens.
30%.
25 and we got a deal.
30% or I lie down and go to sleep.
Oh, come on. You have a good chance to make good money here.
Yeah, 30% worth some money.
All right, 30% if you can convince them to pay over $2,000.
Right. I start juggling.
Juggling?
Magically.
You feel as you start juggling, are you just like, did you like just pull prestidigitation flames out of the air or something, or what are we talking here?
I want to juggle fireballs.
Okay. All right. You feel the magic as it starts to get released. He just kind of nods his head, and he kind of looks over at Lucius and Bandit and Ventus, and he goes, "Here, here! See, he's up and already active already."
So the fireballs are allowed, right?
Yeah.
They are the regular fireballs I usually use.
Yes, they are.
I accidentally dropped them to the dwarf.
Of course you do.
He's trying to sell me. Not a horse.
You drop the fire, all three of them?
All three of them right on. Yeah, on him.
He lets out a blood-curdling scream, and instantly the two slaves that are serving drinks cast their arms out and throw more magic, and the flames instantly die.
Oh, whoops.
Another one of the salesmen rush over. He says, "You're all right." And the guy goes, "This bloody idiot! Put him back in the vat."
No.
So Lucius, Bandit, and Creed, or Ventus, you guys see Creed up and his little accident.
Hold on a second. You said that this guy was strong. He looks like a bumbling idiot to me.
Bandit's on the floor laughing.
Apologies, my fellow salesman is going to finish this transaction. He kind of starts wobbling away a little bit with managing his burns. The other guy goes, "We apologize, this one is obviously not ready for sale yet."
Hold on a second. I quite like the feisty ones.
Jesus Christ, can you please stop?
In fact, one of the uses for the slave that I had was practicing my own magic, dueling magic-wise. So, perhaps we can strike a deal here. How much are you asking for this one?
Well, it's a bit deficient, but so we're going to give you a discount and say 1,500 gold.
1,500 gold.
That's without tax.
Can I write you a check?
A what?
Just write 1,500 gold in a piece of paper.
How's the IOU sound?
How's the you pay first sound?
Alright, who's in the area here? Like, is it just him and like...
Well, there's the two slaves that are serving, as well as there's the other people in the vaults, and there's 5 or 6 other people perusing, and the salespeople that are kind of attending to them.
I mean, being a mage myself, I can tell you've got this place pretty heavily locked down in terms of arcana resisting it, you know. As a result, I can't really tell his true power inside here. How about you take him outside for a show?
No need to do that. We have a full report. He passes you a paper with just kind of detailing what they kind of like on a scale of magic and the different types of magic that they think will have great affinity towards and that sort of thing.
I look up and down the piece of paper and just slap it away. I'm like, I need evidence. I need fact. Words mean nothing to me.
Well,
Give me this proper display outside. I want to see his full extent of magic, and then you'll get your money.
very well, then. He looks over at one of the younger salesman. He's like, "Go upstairs and get the 3." He nods his head, and a few minutes later, 3 ancient-looking dwarves. Like, I mean, they look really old, even for dwarven standards. Like, you can't even believe they're still alive. That old and decrepit-looking. They're helped down the stairs, and they kind of form a triangle around Creed. And they're all female, and they're all old, and they all have wispy hair, and they actually have beards as well. And so they kind of walk Creed out, and he says, "All right, let's make this good." Everybody kind of walks outside, and the 3 kind of form a triangle around Creed.
Wait, did you say they were female and they had beards?
Yes, they do.
How is nobody surprised by this?
They're pretty old, man. I mean,
Growing old doesn't mean you grow a beard. Recall as a gender.
I think it does.
Okay.
As they go outside, each one puts an eye patch over one of their eyes, and they're helped down the stairs. And then said, "All right, you can go into the middle. I think a duel. You said you wanted to duel him. I think a duel would be appropriate. The 3 will maintain that no magic escapes outside of the ring here. Go ahead, have your fun."
So, you said that you put eye patches on the old people.
Mm-hmm.
With like my knowledge of magic, would I know why?
No.
Would
Okay.
I know why? Seeing as I'm way better at magic?
No. It doesn't seem to have any magical reason or rhyme why they would do that.
Maybe it's just the latest fashion.
Can I intimidate them into telling me why they have icons? I'm joking.
Alright. Alright. I say, right, let's see what you can do, mage.
Robert he steps through the barrier, transformed into a frog.
Is that what'd you say?
The moment Ventus steps through the barrier,
Oh.
I transform him into a frog.
Alright, go ahead and make your roll.
I'll re-roll that with Dark Focus. Pretend it didn't happen. Nice. Still shit. That's because, what's that against again? You were looking at this as well, Lickers. What's slimy transmutation against?
Hold on.
Ah, it's fortitude. Do you have higher than 17?
Hold on. Fuck, I have 16.
So what to do with it, man? I held this rabbit.
Alright, you feel yourself transform into a frog, Ventus, and then the 3 old people on the outside chuckle and then throw their hands up and the magic dispels. And you transform back into yourself.
I brush myself off and, straighten my hair and I say, oh, a cheap trick, mage. Nonetheless, an innovative one.
Rabbit.
Innovative, really.
I trip up the old mage.
You try to trip her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kick her in the knees.
So they're just standing there. Are you like trying to like sweep them or?
As I walk out the circle, I just sweep.
Stumble into one of them. You don't have to kick their legs.
Okay. Well, go ahead and give me acrobatics.
Physical strength, right? They might be strong magically, but obviously we
Maybe-
need to take them out since Lucius isn't doing anything. I need to take matters into my own hands.
What
All
can they
right.
do? They're preventing magic use, right? In the area? Like outside the
Right.
arena thing.
In,
What, you want me to go
in the
brawl
force
them?
field.
So, okay, go ahead and roll me an acrobatics check.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, can I roll a stealth check as well to try and do it like so it looks a bit like an accident, okay?
You're
Like,
trying to sweep their legs out from underneath them.
I walk out of the shield, right? And I
Okay.
just, one of my legs just goes astray, it happens. You never tripped up someone accidentally. Come
You
on.
don't just start breakdancing right next to someone and pretend it was an accident.
I'm not breakdancing next to them. I'm not going for like a full-on sweep. They're only old people. It take like a little trip for them to fall over. So, would you let me roll a stealth as well to see if I can do it?
Sure, roll a stealth.
There's fucking nobody around.
All right, there's acrobatics, and there's stealth.
If anything, you should be rolling bluff.
Okay, first was acrobatics, second was stealth.
Just the bluff that it's an accident. Like, what does
I don't
stealth
wanna-
have to do with
I
it being an accident?
Because it looks like an accident to other people.
You stealthily move your drag your foot. Got it. All right. Okay, so here's what happens. As you are trying to sweep out the leg of the old lady, she kind of cackles and jumps before your foot even gets to her. And then she kind of gives you a nice little push, and you end up face first into the sand.
Did the circle break?
Nope.
Oh.
You did detect it waned slightly, but
Can I arcana check the thing?
yeah.
The circle? Jesus Christ, these rolls.
You detect it is like a strong dispelling magic. Basically, anything that comes along that hits the border between the three of them, or hits one of the three of them, it dispels it. So you would guess that it's some type of it's been invoked by some type of long rune practice or something. It's a ritual that probably took quite a while to do.
So it's only magic then?
Yep.
Right, I fucking tackle one of them.
All right, go ahead. Are you just gonna like full off tilt, run, and tackle?
I'm just trying to like knock her over, run out the circle.
All right. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics.
And the moment I'm clear, I want to use fire sea travel.
Okay. All right, so you jump and you tackle one of the old ladies, and she kind of hugs you as she goes down.
Natural 20.
Oh!
I breakdance on top of the old lady before teleporting out.
Okay. All right, you do a little dance and then fire sea travel away. Where are you just gonna like back into the building or just down the street or?
I want to try and teleport on top of a roof and then stealth.
Okay. You teleport to the roof and you hear all three ladies cackle in unison.
I roll the stealth.
Okay.
19! Oh, 37 stealth. Try fighting me now.
All right. They kind of cackle and they kind of go up and hug each other. And, oh wow, that was a really delayed roll. The salesperson looks at Ventus and says, "Well, there you go. You've gone and done it. Tell you what, I will only charge you half not to report this incident to the guards.
Quarter.
Half. You have just cost me quite a bit of money, sir.
Can I borrow that piece of paper so I can write a report to the guards? Thanks.
Absolutely.
From the top of the roof, can I see like the slave vats?
No.
Oh, can I see the building they're in?
Yes.
Can I?
Am I close to the guard?
Close to the who?
The guy trying to sell us the slaves, whatever he's called.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll roll intimidate on him to get a quarter.
I was like,
Meanwhile-
oh, he's finally making a move. A physical move. Nope, intimidate.
I throw a fireball at the house with the vats.
Okay.
Sneakily.
Sneakily.
Alright, does that intimidate him?
Okay. So, in the turn of orders, here how's it goes. Lucius, you kind of set yourself up to intimidate him, pull up into kind of like your big form, and
Yeah.
you step up, and about the time you start to yell at him, you see a fireball streak across the sky into the building, and he's like... The three ladies kind of chuckle again, and you see them cast their hands up, and you start to see portals open up right in the square.
Can I Arcana check that?
Sure.
20, 20, 20, 20, 20. 30.
They're traveling portals, you'd know.
Can I try and block him?
Yep.
With Arcana or DC 20?
That'd be Arcana.
Come on. Nice.
You reveal your location as you kind of stand up there, and they all three of them kind of point to you.
Nice.
All right. Well, I'll take that payment now. It's time for us to go.
Oh, will you now?
Yes, we will. We can
Where do
take
you
it
plan on heading?
in gold or slaves. Your choice.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but I don't have a slave anymore to pay for.
You'll do fine.
Oh.
No, you'll do fine without the money.
I thought you were just gonna say no, you'll do. No, you.
No, you!
He says, your money or your freedom, your choice.
I could say the same to you.
He kind of snaps his finger, and the three old crones start walking over towards you. Last chance, airmen.
That's a derogatory term, and I don't appreciate that.
Fireball.
I reach in my pocket to bring my wallet out. And as he begins to lick his lips at the sight of my money,
Fireball.
I throw a magic missile in his face.
But you have a fireball.
But you have a fireball.
I'm not wasting that on those negating mages. They clearly need to be beaten physically.
We don't have any fighters. It's just Panda. That is slightly physical.
That's who I'm gonna have to rely on.
What?
So,
What again?
Maybe I can hide it. That's my best bet. Yeah, so I guess.
You've been listening to the Camp Gamers Dungeons & Dragons podcast featuring your favorite Dungeon Master, Conman. If you enjoyed today's episode, please visit our website, www.thecampgamers.com, and leave a comment.